it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I thought I would show you something that's in the catalogue that I think gets missed, and it's the You Can Make It bundles. Now, the thing with the You Can Make It bundles is that they are not discounted, but what it means is that you put in one code, and in this case I'm looking at the Make It Christmas Bright cards, You Can Make It bundle. So you put in this one code, 150329, it's one price, and you get all of this. So you get, in this bundle, or in this kit, I think is probably the best word, the Make It Christmas Bright stamp set. You get a D block, which is this very useful size block. You get the All Is Bright cardstock, which is, let me just make sure I get that right, it is Call Me Clover, Real Red and Shaded Spruce. You also get some thick Whisper White card, a full pack of those. It's the 8 each of Call Me Clover, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, a full pack of Whisper White cardstock, then 3 classic stamping pads, Crushed Curry, Real Red and Call Me Clover, and a pack of dimensionals. So a full 3 sheets of dimensionals. And what they've shown here is some projects that you can make that just use these items. So it's a great way to get started with card making. So if you're new to card making and stamping up, then this is a good way to get started, because you put in one item number and you get everything you need that you can make these cards and obviously more. So I thought I would show you how to make this card. Now, I will put all the dimensions on my blog, which is immediately below, because the dimensions are a little different from what I would call my normal. Oh, and I should say, if you like that stamp set, the Making Christmas Bright stamp set, there's a Making Everyday Bright stamp set as well, which you can add on as an extra. It's a 2-step stamp set, which this isn't. This is just straight stamping. This is a 2-step stamp set, so you can do things like, you can make this little penguin. So you've got the penguin here, and you've got his little hat here. You've got the bunny rabbit, and you can stamp the egg colour in, etc., etc. And you've got some different light bulb bursts, some different fittings, different strings, and this will take you through Christmas, Easter, every day. Halloween. It's a really nice little set. So if you like this set and the Make It bundle, then you can add that on as an extra. The other thing that you can add on as an extra, or you could just buy as part of a bundle anyway, is the punch, which is the Christmas Bulb Builder Punch. So you can get the stamp set and the punch at a discount, but obviously then you wouldn't want to go for the You Can Make It kit. So this really is for new stampers, and the bundle, including the punch, would be if you want to get the punch as well. That would be the best way of getting that. So if you wanted, sorry, I'm waffling now. If you wanted all of this and the punch, don't use that. Put in the individual item numbers. So miss out the stamp set, put in the individual item numbers, and put in the bundle number, and that would be the best way of getting that lot. I'm not using the punch today, other than to hit the camera stand apparently. So we are starting with a Call Me Clover base card. So this is a standard A6 card base. So it's half a sheet of A4 cut in half a sheet of A4 cut in half is half a sheet of A4. Half a sheet of A4 scored down the middle, and then just burnish to get a nice edge. Then we've got another piece of Call Me Clover, which, as I say, I will put the dimensions on my blog. This is 3.5 by 5.25. This is just how I've cut it. The sample in the catalogue is American sizing, so this will be a slightly narrower, taller card, but it's the same basic idea. So 5.25 by, what did I say? 3.5. Yep, 5.25 by 3.5. I'll put the metric measurements on my blog. Then I've got a piece of Real Red, which is cut at 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and a piece of Whisper White, which I'm using ordinary Whisper White, but if you're buying the kits, you could use the thick Whisper White. And this is 2 1/4 inches square. I think in the original it's slightly rectangular, but I'm going to use it square. So the first thing to do is to build up our card base, because this is going to be patterned. So I've got the Call Me Clover ink pad and the string that is in the stamp set. There are 2 sort of strings. One is a string with bulbs already on it, and this is just the plain string. And we're just going to ink that up, and then the first thing we're going to do is just pop it in the top corner. And then I am going to start stamping light bulbs at this stage, but only from a positioning point of view. And the thing to bear in mind, so I'm going to start with the actual bulb base, because that is what is going to tell me where I need to put this. So I'm just inking up the individual stamps and then layering them up. And then again, we can just, now that I know roughly how big the whole image will be, I can just stamp along the string and then come in and fill that in with our light bulb. And because these are photopolymer stamps, you can see through them. And then I will just do one that's sort of off the edge, because that's where the string would continue. Now, we are going to cover up quite a lot of our card base, because this is going to come here. So there's no point really in doing much here. So I'm just going to grab a pencil and come down a bit and just draw an area that I really don't care if I put any stamping in, because for the sake of speed, if I don't stamp there, that will save some time. So that's just a quick how to not end up spending too much time stamping where you don't need to. So we can then put in another string and another string and a final string. Now, do I want to go probably there, I think. That should, I just need to fill in the end there as well. There we are. So that's all we need the string for, and then we can come in and just very quickly fill in where we actually need to stamp, because as I say, we don't need to stamp everywhere. Now you will have a bit more time, so you can actually get your light bulbs to all attached to your string. I seem to be missing a few, but it's fine. And then come in with our light bulb and just add in our bulb stamp. Oh, and I've gone, that string should have been further down. Never mind, it'll be fine. I need another bulb there and there. And it is worth spending the time filling in off the page, because it will make it look more meant. There is nothing that will make your card look less intentional than having everything stop before the edge. It looks, for some reason, I don't know, it's to do with the way the brain works, it looks more intentional if you stamp off the edges. So that's that. We don't need to do anything to our red card. We'll pump it up in a minute on some dimensionals. This is not going to be a card you are going to want to put through the post and expect to pay a small amount of money for, because the dimensionals will deal with that one quite nicely. And then Make Your Christmas Bright, the real red ink pad, and I'm just going to get my stamping scrub sorted out because I just realised I haven't. Red ink will stain, and I do mean stain, so in my brain that's clean dirt, will stain your stamps, but the sooner you clean them off, the less problematic that will be. I mean, not that it's a problem, but the red dye does stain the photopolymer. So I'm just going to stamp this kind of at the top, or towards the top, I think is probably a better word. May Your Christmas Be. Clean that off. And because I've cleaned it really quickly, it's not stained too badly. And then I don't need this anymore. Oop. Crushed curry. Bright. The right way up is always good. May your Christmas be bright. And then I just need another block. Oop. For the light bulb. Not the light bulb, but the flash of the light bulb. So let's pop our light bulb back and pull up our flash. And just, do I want that stamped off? I think I do. Don't think I want it quite as dark, so you can get a lighter effect just by stamping off and using the second generation. So that's all our stamping done. Let's get rid of those before I put my fist in them. Bring back in our card base, which I've now of course thrown the other side of the room. So, dimensionals. Depending on whether you're posting this or handing it to someone, depends really on how many dimensionals I would recommend you use. If you're popping this through the post, I would use a few more than you would otherwise. But I certainly wouldn't use many more than that. I would say this is a posting card. So just take the backs off, which I'm just realised I'm doing off screen. Shall we bring that in? Then you can actually see what I'm doing. And it doesn't look like I'm ignoring you. So do keep your eye open for the You Can Make It sets. As I say, they don't save you money, but they do save you time on actually getting your order placed. And also, and here's actually not that the other way up, also, if you are lucky enough to be placing an order, and this could be you and some friends, that means you are entitled to a half-price item. Because it's one item number, this can be a half-price item. So this I'm just going to, because it's one item number, so I'm just going to pop that to the side. And I'm not going to worry that this is hanging over the edge and doesn't have support, because it's not going to hang over the edge that much. So just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid adhesive, aka green glue. Do I have enough? Ooh, I can cover up my mess. Yes, I like it when I can cover up my mess. Where I stamped the light bulb over the string. Always a plan. Right, and then just 4 dimensionals for the back of this. Again, if it's going through the post, you may want to put one in the middle, but I'm perfectly happy with just 4. Now, you would want, because Call Me Clover is not the most user-friendly colour when it comes to writing on the inside of your card, you would want to put a liner on the inside of your card, and that's fine. You've got the Whisper White that you can do that with. And then this, we are just going to pop in the middle of our card. And there you go. So my interpretation of this card here, you may want to add a bit up here, but I think that's a really nice, quick card to make. Yes, there are a few steps, but really not a difficult card to make. So I'll have a look at doing a stepped up version of this. So come back soon and I will be doing that. If you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel and would like to see every post that I put, there's a subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner here. If you click on that, then every time I post, that will be listed, and if you go to my channel you can see that I've done that. But if you also, as well as hitting the subscribe button, then go to my YouTube channel and there's a little bell next to where you've subscribed. That will send you an alert when I post. The alternative is if you go over to my blog, which is linked immediately below, there's a subscribe to my blog form there, and every time I post on my blog, then you'll get an alert into your email box, so you won't miss anything. And I generally, if I'm posting a video, I will post a blog that goes with it, so, and vice versa. Not always, but pretty much generally. So yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you want any of these products, please, 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 there's a link to my online store below. I have had it in another link. I'm going to take it out of that link. Well, I'll leave it in that link, but I'm going to put it as a separate link, so it's really easy to find. There's also the host code below. If you use that, you get to share in the host rewards. So any order that's kind of £25 to £150, use the host code and you'll share in the host rewards. You will also, for every £30 you spend in any one order, you will get a sunflower reward. And once you've got 10 sunflower rewards, you get to spend £30 free. So another way of saying thank you to people for shopping with me and for using the host code. So I think that's pretty much all I can say today. It's early in the morning when I'm filming this and my brain really hasn't quite started working properly. But thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!